Hello, and welcome back to Tidbit of Torah. Have you ever had a friend who your first impression of wasn't really all that positive, but they really grew on you over time to become someone that you really rely on and who you really enjoy being around? Well, for me, that happens a lot, right? Our first impressions of people end up being not exactly what they turn out, right? And as long as we really keep an open mind and find ways in which we can relate to people beyond just the surface, we often can really fall in love with people in a way that we might not have expected. I feel that way about our patriarch Jacob that we read about in this week's Torah portion, Parshat Vayishlach. I have to be honest, Jacob was never my favorite biblical character. He's described as Tom or simple in the Torah. It feels like life is sort of handed to him on a silver platter when his mom, Rebecca, creates this whole plan of deception so that he gets the blessing that was really meant for his older brother Esau. He gets not only the woman he loves, Rachel, but also her older sister Leah. Things seem like he's sort of given what maybe he may or may not really deserve. And it's always made me pause to question why we are named Bnei Yisrael, the children of Yisrael, of Israel, or which is what his name becomes after he has this amazing struggle with an Ish, which literally is a man, but we imagine to be an angel, that gives him this blessing of a new name, the name that is us, right? We are Jacob. But I have to say, like a friend that maybe I wasn't so connected to at first, but that grew on me over time, our patriarch Jacob has really grown on me. In many ways, his life is one that we can really not only empathize with, but really relate to. He has a life that's really difficult. He's gripped by fear and anxiety, so much so that he has this sort of dream of wrestling with this projection of his brother that causes him to really be able to overcome his struggles and his fears and to be able to meet and reconcile with his brother after this divine encounter. He goes through a lot of challenges. And you know what? So do we. He is someone that is resilient, who overcomes the challenges in his life. He sticks with it. And in that sense, it really makes him relatable. He's also one that is surprised. And I think I appreciate his ability to open his eyes and be surprised. He wakes up from another dream earlier in the Torah with the angels going up and down. And he says, wow, I didn't realize it. Even in this state of fear, he's able to appreciate that God was in this place and I didn't know it. He invites us to be surprised by God, by others, by life, right? To be able to embrace the unexpected and to be transformed through the process. You might wonder why it is that we are the people Israel. Why are we Bnei Yisrael? Why are we not Bnei Avraham, Bnei Yitzhak, Bnei Sarah, Bnei Rivka? Why are we Bnei Yisrael? Well, I think there's a lot to be said about being the people of Jacob, people that are able to be transformed by the struggles and challenges, that we are people that do struggle with God and stay there in the moment, that we stick with it and that we're not afraid to question. We're not afraid to change and be transformed by life. We are not afraid to be surprised. We are not afraid to be challenged. I think that is actually a beautiful lesson. And I think the older I get, the more I appreciate the legacy of Jacob, that he offers us to know that no matter how old we are in life, no matter what we go through, there is always blessing to be had when we are open to all that life brings, all that we can learn and become through life's journeys, through life's challenges, through life's difficult, complex, but also beautiful relationships. I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom, and may we all be open to the kind of transformation, the journey, the challenges, the insights that Jacob experiences in his lifetime. Good Shabbos.